Evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. There we are. It's showtime. Won't be much of a show, but hey, showtime nonetheless. So first thing I'm going to do, I've got a free Fallout First trial. I'm going to use it. Trial runs from 16th to the 23rd. I think it gives me like 3 days. I now have Fallout First, just like that. Good evening to those of you who've joined me. All right, that's running. Good. Included with Fallout First. Can I claim that? So I don't get all of the benefits. For instance, I don't get the giveaways. I'm just browsing a little bit to see what things I could get if I had purchased first. Free scrap box. Unlock for free. Okay. Vault, lobby, shelter. That one requires an entry. Got it. Ammo storage. Sure. So the included with requires an actual sub. And anything else that doesn't have the unlockable with or included with is purchasable. Let's go back and play. I actually, ooh. Max 24 players does not share progression with adventure. Certain account rewards cannot be earned. This one is max 8 players, shares progression with adventure. And this one is max 8 players, does not share progression with adventure. Certain account things cannot be. Oh, that's still locked. Those two are locked. This one's not with the free. Nuked flooring creatures is on. Weather, quantum storm, rain. Jump height is nuclear. Oh, you have super jump. Fall damage is 0. Why not? I can play it for a few days. I think. Oh, but it's with my main character. That's interesting. So it carries over my main character across. Not sure how I feel about that. I'm still level 25. Those are level 35. I'm feeling this was probably a mistake. Let's go back to the menu. I'm willing to, mess around with stuff, but that did not seem like an ideal choice. If the mobs are 12 levels higher than me, and my assumption is I die extraordinarily quickly. I hope everyone's Friday is going well. It's the weekend, guys. Feral ghoul, huh? Well, I'm not going to mess around. Don't need the tablespoon, thanks. You can definitely use the ammo, though. All right, let's see. Where do we want to go next? Event, fertile soil. Not sure about the event, but we'll go speak to Lane and do another daily for him. I'm not going the right way. In fact, I would go so far as to say I'm going the wrong. No, I'm going the right way.
Not us.
Ah, scorched.
Not us. Not us.
I don't think I've been in this house. Well, I saw a scorched running around out there. No, I've got the place to myself. A little privacy, you know. A trifold American flag. Cheswick the Second. Hello, Cheswick. They don't let us pet the cat. This game is crap. Just kidding. Sort of. I spent a little time to reduce the amount of crap I'm carrying around with myself, so hopefully that'll mean I won't once again find myself salvaging items only to find out that the salvage weighs more than the item. How does that work, Todd? That's not the way mass works. Basically, we can't trust Todd. If you ever had any doubts about it. Oh, look. Oh, we got another one. Yeah, two. As if we didn't know that we couldn't trust Todd after the announcement of Fallout 76. Hey, fat body. What's up with the caps? Why all caps? How you doing? Welcome to your weekend.
Lumberjack does not want to lose lumberjack job to human labor.
No first aid. We can scrap a couple of things. Scrap it, and scrap it.
Hi, Lane.
Ah,
Howdy.
For another job?
I am looking for
See
another
what's
job.
going on today.
Okay.
Feel like being my courier again today?
Sure. Why not?
Thank you. See that it's delivered safely.
I will. I will gather
You
the
should
core
find everything you need for that care package at our little abode here.
materials. Bandages.
Lumberjack. Protectron cuts down trees, but does not require lunch or laboratory facility. Chop
And a food
wood
parcel.
forever.
Where is it? A missive. And craft a responder's care package. We do that over here, if memory serves. There we are. We want to make a responder's care package.
Lumberjack Protectron works
Good evening.
all night and also works all day.
Well, I think they would object if I stole it. Although. It does say enter, doesn't it? It has no power. And good evening to you as well.
Trees are the enemy. Must eliminate trees.
Well, trees are not really enemies, but go ahead and eliminate them anyway. Press T to collect your Power Armory chassis. It would be added to your inventory item under armor. Somehow I don't think I can carry that. So we are headed up there. Okay. Oh, I did want to go ahead. And
Primary directive. All
use
trees
the rat away.
must become desirable
themselves.
wood products.
Also, a little water would do me good. It only weighs 10. Well, I will grab it on the way back. I have to come back to him to deliver the good news when I've turned in the quest. So I'll steal it. I mean, borrow, liberate, steal. I'll be stealing it. So for anyone who might be wondering, hey, wasn't he going to be playing a new game today? So here's the deal. The announcement said it would be available, the new season would be available on Friday. Actually, it didn't say Friday. It said on, actually it did. It said on the 19th at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Okay? I've never actually seen anything like this occur before. So, indeed, it did start at 7 p.m. Pacific time, but not on Pacific time for the 19th. We have a settler who just shot something. I will say hello to
This place
him.
has a lot of potential.
Oh, hey! Oh!
Showed
That
you.
over there. Not enough people nowadays value the importance of a well-crafted meal.
So, much to my surprise, it started last night, which was the 19th
Gotta wait a
In
whole
Europe,
nother hour for that food to
at
reheat.
7 p.m.
What the
Pacific.
heck was that?
And no, that made no sense at all. So I was playing it last night and earlier today. And it's fine and everything, but the main reason I was going to do it on stream is I wanted to be around for the League launch, the new season launch. And I was like 20 minutes late for that because that's how late I streamed last night. So, I'm back here for this. I'll go back to playing that when I'm done with the stream. But I was confused. I've never seen them give the date and the time for two different locations. That... Holy crap. A gifted sub to Exos Goddess. I had no idea she'd ever been in my stream before. Thank you very, very much. I will most certainly try to have a good one, and that'll help. That's very, very generous.
Something's out there. I know it.
And I had no idea she'd ever even looked in on my stream.
That all you got?
Because I've watched her. I watch her Guild Wars 2 stuff.
I can't breathe. They're down.
Where's the other one? Where is he? He's doing a really good job in hiding. Oh, Yogi. Ah, welcome, Yogi. 1 + 1 = 2. That's very generous. And a syringer. I don't even know what a syringer is, except I assume it's some kind of syringe. It was a very confusing day ahead in Europe, but on Pacific time. Exactly. And I can't imagine it was intentional on their part. But the actual start time was 7 p.m. Pacific time on the 19th in Europe and Asia. So, yeah, I was confused. Not that, me being confused takes an enormous amount. There it is. Okay, this way. So thank you very much, Yogi. And welcome to the stream and obviously also to the Discord. So, without my doing anything, subs and follows now get announces. Raids still don't. I would fix that if I knew what had happened to fix it for the others, but I don't. There was somebody moving around here. He's hostile. They are hostile. He's trying to sneak up behind me. Yeah, I don't think so, friend. Although they are succeeding in hurting me an awful lot. Oh, that's... Fortunately, the parts of his body that had everything I wanted and I blew off, fortunately, they stayed right next to me. The rest of his body, the useless part, fell down the hill. I'm going to go another healing salvage. I'm not doing very well. I mean, I'm killing the things, but I'm not doing it in a particularly efficient fashion, I have to say. If I do say so myself, and evidently I do. I don't suppose they had anything stealable. I mean, that would be nice. Squirrel bits. Handy dandy boy apples. I'll take those. No adult beverages tonight. No. I normally only do that about every 2 to 4 weeks. I am dieting. Sadly. On the negative side, that means I have to keep my eating food that's terrible for me and drinking too much to a limited amount. On the positive side, I've lost over 70 pounds. So yeah, I have lost weight. And it basically, yeah, well, if you check back on my oldest VODs on the YouTubes, you'll notice I have a fuller face, and my neck doesn't have the cording in it because there's too much stuff around it. Thank you. In my case, it's been time consuming but easy. It's just a matter for me of calories out more than calories in. And since I lead a sedentary lifestyle, that means not many calories in. Average day, I'm between maybe 1,300 calories. Yeah, it's tough. The only reason that I am pretty good at it is I don't buy much in the way of food. Oh, the calories? The average male recommended calorie numbers are between 2,000 to 2,500. And sedentary. I don't move much. Sedentary is somebody who doesn't. It's the opposite of active. You know, I'm an old guy. I spend my time on the computer. And I stream. Yep. So, I have just cut down on my calorie intake by a lot. Basically, 40%. And it means that I am careful. If I don't buy it, I don't eat or drink it. So in my case, it's mostly about making sure that when I go to the store, I don't buy stuff
there's more to life than dice.
that's bad for me. I tried playing music while I stream once. It is impossible for me not to sing along with music I like. Not even thinking about it. I just sing along with it. And that's not anything I ever would want to inflict on people who have done me no serious harm.
Getting stuff for free. Good thing those.
Yeah, you guys are very kind to me, and I don't think it would be equally kind of me to sing at you.
You ever been to the crater? Nice people, if you like raiders.
Well, you've also got to be careful with music because of copyright strikes. Keep in mind that this goes to YouTube as well, and YouTube's copyright enforcement
roaches,
is
rat
brutal.
stags, ramen people. What's next on the list?
And I drop off the care package there.
Hey, no sudden movements.
I just gave you a bunch of food and stuff, dude.
Those blood eagles are crazy. And people think we're the bad guys.
Did I just level up? I leveled up. Dun, 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 dun. Well, we think you're the bad guys, dude.
Could
Your
I be the
your group is called Raiders, okay? So unless you were originally from Oakland and now from Las Vegas, yeah, people are going to be a little bit questioning.
Keith? WWKD. What would Keith do?
Hi, Raider.
Have you seen those Mothman cultists yet? Straight out of the loony bin, I tell ya.
Yeah, I killed a whole bunch of them when I was lower level. That reminds me, I leveled up. T. Did it say I had 2 points? That would be nice. Gonna put another point into my luck.
I'm all for taking what ain't mine.
Chance to find extra canned good in food containers. bottle caps in cap stashes. Benefits of bobbleheads and magazines last twice as long. 50% chance to keep a stim pack when you revive another player. Revive another player. Such a funny concept. That won't be happening. Junk shield. Carry junk to gain up to 10 damage and energy resistance. No power armor. Luck of the draw. Slight chance of your weapon to repair it will repair itself when hitting an enemy. Mystery meat. Stimpaks may generate edible meat tissue. Higher rads improve the chance. Chance to buy extra first aid chems. Any kill in VATS has a 5% chance to refill your critical meter. 40% chance to find extra ammo in ammo containers while below 30% health. Food in your inventory will spoil slower. Since food right now is kind of a problem. What do my stats look like? Effects, special. Let's put another point in my intelligence. I want to be smart. If in fact I was correct that there were two, it doesn't look like there were 2 points. Maybe there were. No, there weren't. Okay.
I told those scavengers to hand it over. Not my fault they didn't want to listen.
Someone's gotta pay. It's just, I'm not sure who.
Well, that's the problem with revenge. If you don't know who you want to be avenged upon, vengeance is just not as much fun. XP comes from intelligence, so the higher the int, the faster you level. I think I've got enough luck for now. I'll be spending the future points for a bit in int. That place is called the Coop. And I just flew the Coop. The bad jokes never end around here, boys and girls. I prefer to think of them as bad jokes, not dad jokes. Because I'm not a dad. So, it appears that I still have the power armor. I thought it said something about me still having it. Ooh, caps. I'm sure they won't mind me stealing their money. No one ever minds when you steal their money.
Protectron equals desirable wood product. Lumberjack Protectron creates desirable wood products, but has no use for
That
them.
is Master X Kobidi's camp, and apparently it's radioactive. That doesn't seem like a good choice. Well, let's see. We want to try Morgantown again? Last time we tried, we had to run away from a bunch of super mutants. But what the heck do we have to lose? I mean, other than our lives. And a lot of ammo.
Hope those raiders know we mean them no harm.
So this is a storyline quest, I think. Back from when everything got started. I hear gunfire. Sounds like it's coming from the left. I will attempt to avoid it. because they're not shooting at me. Under ideal circumstances, I would simply wait by and hope they killed each other, and then I would loot the bodies. Still hearing the firing. A lighthouse. I want to marry a lighthouse keeper. Feral ghoul. Is he going to try it? Maybe not. Finding me on Twitch should not be that hard. I'm pretty sure it's the same on both. Whoops. Hi. Should be magnifying lens in both places. Magnifying lens? Not my actual given name. A lighthouse souvenir. Sure. Yeah, I have been multi-streaming now for a couple of months. I would be interested to know what the delay difference is between the two. Sealed mason jar. I'm dubious about the sealed mason jar, but I'll take some rum and beer. That is Genghis Ken the First has gifted a seb, a sub to Doran Rav. Thank you very, very much for the gifted sub. That's 2 today. You guys are far too kind. Thank you very, very much. It hadn't registered that Genghis Ken. I have to approve of that name. I really have no choice at all. That's one of those that I kind of wish I'd come up with, because I might have gone with that rather than magnifying lens, but Genghis Ken is pretty good. Brother Moncrief's note. Especially if you actually are a Ken, by the way. High Priestess, I was right. The fireflies come here to mate. They go a little crazy. I got hurt pretty bad, but I was able to gather enough goo to light the lamp. Now I just have to wait. The great Mothman will come. He has to. Excellent. It would be a good name otherwise, but that is a great name. And that, sadly, will be yet another freaking spam call. I'm going to mute for a second. And they hung up. What a shock and surprise. About a quarter of a second. Okay, that's not bad. Whoever was staying up here, the brother, whatever his name was, who was waiting for the Mothman to show up, he had a lot of booze. He wasn't screwing around when it came to the booze. Well, presumably, though, this does unlock another teleport location for me. You know, this is the kind of thing I actually really enjoyed about The Division. If anyone here ever played The Division, the sort of working your way through the ruins, picking up stuff from the houses and everything for whatever reason, I just really liked that. Melon bloom. I wish The Division 2 had been better. It felt like they kind of forgot everything that they learned while they were patching up Division 1 to make it an okay game, to make it from an okay game into a really good game. Fancy Lad snack cakes. Let's go ahead and have a Fancy Lad snack cake. But I really liked The Division 1, especially if you ever played the survival mode. That was just great. And then what do? They don't, bother bringing it back in Division 2. Felt that way, what, about the survival mode? I'm sure there was more than just the two of us. I loved that mode. That thing was so much fun. That's a hatchet. Bourbon. Well, of course, I'm taking the bourbon. Oh, about Div 2 being meh? Yeah, it felt like they had forgotten all the stuff they learned while they were making the first one from okay to really good. Ah. I have 4 guesses. Let's see. A, S, and E. None of those letters. A, S, E, and D. A, S, E, and D. Worth. 1. Now does that mean there's one letter in the right place? I guess it must, right? I don't think I'm going to succeed. So 1 letter is right. Not that 1 letter's in the right place, not just 1 letter is right. Okay. Then I'm screwed. Well, we have Worth and Wakes. Nope, I'm locked out. Too late. I have failed. Oh. I could try again. Does it redo? Does it recode? It looks like it does. You can try again, though, with just new words. Oh, okay. Well, that's different then. Okay. Looms. All right. None of those are correct. None of those letters are in the correct place. None in trace. I'm going to try again. Let's see. Yes, I don't give up that easy. Okay, sometimes I do. I kind of need to get a decent start. Or I could just get it right off the bat there. That would work too. I could do that the whole time. I knew which one it was every time. I was just bringing you guys along for the ride. Seriously, I knew. It was easy. It was obvious. Welcome to Landsview Lighthouse, the most unusual lighthouse in Appalachia. Really? A lighthouse in Appalachia? Why would that be unusual? Because you're like double landlocked? Nestled in the mountains west of Morgantown, Landview Lighthouse offers a beautiful 360-degree view. The origins of this landlocked lighthouse are as unusual as the lighthouse itself, originally conceived as a theoretical concept by engineering students from Morgantown. The concept was ruthlessly mocked by students. I can't imagine why. From a rival university, on a dare, the students decided to make the project a reality, and the construction became a point of pride for everyone involved. The project soon took on a life of its own, overcoming many obstacles. The lighthouse was eventually erected in October of 2036 and was dedicated to Donald and Shirley Jameson, the two professors who helped spearhead the project from the very beginning. Now retired, the Jamesons live in the nearby house where they serve as a lighthouse keeper, full-time, keeping it functional solely on donation money. Well, not anymore, I'm thinking. Construction. Before construction began, over a year was spent consulting with lighthouse enthusiast community. There's a lighthouse enthusiast community. You learn something new every day. For general tips, guidelines, and pitfalls to avoid. From these conversations, it became clear that it couldn't come across as just another tourist trap that you see on golf courses and at theme parks. It was determined that the lighthouse had to serve as a true aid to navigation with a working light and authentic architectural design. It had to have an operating beacon and 360-degree gallery deck for observation. In other words, if they were going to do this, they had to do it right. 3 years later, the completed lighthouse was open to the public. Tourists from all over flocked to the curious structure and raved about the beautiful view of the landscape it provided from top of the trees. Future students continued to develop the landscape over the years by building a lighthouse keeper's house, a picnic pavilion, and general reforestation from previous timber harvests. Landview Lighthouse is a 102-foot tall structure, thousands of feet above sea level, with 76 steps to climb for visitors to reach a stunning 360-degree gallery deck. The second-tier lamp room features a rotational beacon capable of projecting a beam for over 25 miles. Guests on the 360-degree gallery deck can enjoy unrivaled views of various landmarks in all directions. Beyond the mountains to the north is Grafton, a major shipping hub and railroad intersection for the area. Probably a fallout. There's a cult of lighthouse worshippers out there somewhere. Good point. In this case, the Mothman, one of the Mothman worshippers went to the top because he was sure it would work. To the east is Morgantown, home of Vaultech University and founders of this very lighthouse. In the distance is the top of the world, located at Pleasant Valley Ski Resort, featuring the highest elevation in the region. Looking south, it's impossible to miss the stunning New River Gorge Bridge, one of the largest bridges in Appalachia. In a clear day, the unmistakable silhouettes of the luxury mega mansions in Bramwell can also be spotted. The landmarks that can be viewed in the 360-degree gallery deck are too numerous to mention. Under the right weather conditions, guests have a spectacular view of the entire region. Well, I already did go into the caves with the Mothman on like day 1 or day 2 of my stream. Safe lock mechanism status unlocked. Safe lock. Now I have to go back up and see if there was something I missed. Oh dear. That's presumably the wife, and there's a hatchet here. That's a little dark seeming. And then the husband died at the desk. That's more vodka. So I didn't see any specific thing that I didn't get to open from the lighthouse. But there was something there that unlocked. Oh, hi. Oh, he had a capacitor on him. Why? No one knows. But there was something that theoretically unlocked. I don't know what. But I've got to see if there's something else that unlocked. It's just not in my nature to walk away when something cool may have happened. Oh, that's yeah. All right, that's the guy with the Mothman fetish. Toothpaste, I don't need. Nor a mop. Well, if there was anything worthwhile, it's not obvious what it was. My luck, it's probably a rapid-firing, infinite endurance and durability and ammo, fusion-powered laser bazooka. Because who wouldn't want a laser bazooka? Seriously. I'm going to go ahead and take a quick drink or two. Have some sugar bombs. All right. Naked mole rats again. Blind naked mole rats. Ow! I knew that son of a bitch was going to come up somewhere. I thought it looked like he'd vanished down into the ground. Blood bug. Pass. A hot dog. How long could this possibly have been here? Tastes like it's only been here 8 or 10 months. The 4 game types of this game, Batbody? Well, that's fine. I mean, the Bureau of Tourism. What the hell was that? Was that another one of those little bastards? Yes, it was. I don't expect my hot dogs to be kosher or halal unless they're specifically noted as such. Lots of robots here. Be careful, thank you. Of course, I'm theoretically just going through. I'm pretty close to the Morgantown Airport now. Which is where I'm trying to go. Claim workshop at Gorge Junkyard. The workshop is yours for the taking. Somehow I'm not convinced. Oh, a PvP event. Yeah, definitely not interested. I am not much for the PvP in general. Too many bad experiences over the years. By which I don't mean losing, although that too. Workshops can be claimed by other players, so if you aren't in a private server, you would avoid. Got it. I'm not. Although I did claim my free days of Fallout first. Because I expect I'll be playing this Friday, Saturday, and probably Sunday. Now, Mondays, maybe. Tuesday, I got into an alpha. I don't know if I will be able to stream the alpha or not. Well, yeah, I can certainly understand if you're a person who plays the game a lot, then yeah. Just like a lot of free-to-play games, it's worth it to spend some money, put some money in addition to, you know, just playing the game. If they're providing a game you are enjoying, you should not expect to play for free forever. Because too many people like that, and the whole thing just falls apart. Make sure you take all the junk out of your stash box and put it in the scrap box. You keep the scrap box stuff with no weight penalty for the free period. After the free period ends. Ah, okay, so in that way, it is like the Elder Scrolls Online crafting bag, which while you're subscribed, can hold everything. But once you're no longer subscribed, you can only take stuff out, not put it in. Remember the days of shareware? Always try to support for the good stuff? Yep. I was not heavily into the shareware scene. But, originally I got Doom as for free. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Doom started as a free game. That if you liked it, they expected you to, then send them some money.
What?
Uh-oh, I heard something. I see multiple scorched. Yeah, make a scrap box and put it in the camp. I will do that when I get back. Oh, we've got another one. See if I can get in any other way other than the front gate. Maybe. Nope. Not there, anyway. Lots of scorched here at the airport. Well, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. There was...
Not us.
The people who were... that I'm here investigating, what happened is they were dealing with the scorched. I've discovered the Morgantown Airport. And this presumably is an instanced space, wherein I must go. Should that thing be sparking? Because I imagine it's been there for years. Fusion power. Okay, that's a good call. I wasn't buying it. Now I'm buying it. Sure. Not interested in a coffee cup. Something's shooting at somebody. More ammo. That's good. Close that door. Right, that's down. But it looks like it wants me to investigate the airport outside, not in here. Which seems unwise. Square dots are for current quests. Right. And that seems to be on the door, but there was one here when I came in. Diamonds are for other quests. Okay. Well, there's a basement. Or something. Sounds like whatever's shooting is down here. Lots of stuff. But seriously, somebody needs to tidy this place up. There's another player down here. On the other side. I'll take the fuse. Well, whatever they were shooting at, it just went blah, blah. Diluted rat away in boiled water. Take the pre-war money. That's just linen. The shooting's going on in here. No, it's not. Well, that's weird because the gun flashes were in here. Very strange indeed. Suitcases. Card reader. Acquires the right. Investigate Morgantown Airport. This is where the other player was. Take the stim pack, pre-war money, and the security key card. He's a much less unattractive corpse than most of them. So good on him for that, you know. You see, workbench is a good idea to scrap your junk so it takes up less space. That makes sense. Allows you to carry more without getting over-encumbered. Although, as we saw last night, what you're saying makes perfect sense. Except that when I salvaged a bunch of stuff, my weight went up. So at least sometimes when you salvage stuff, it weighs more. Todd, that's not how physics works. Let's see where I am right now. I am getting close. Oh, that was a perfectly nice pool table. The blood's never going to come out of the felt like that. Ugh. And this may have been where we heard the gunfire because there's a pile of meat over here with some ammo. Aristocrat's heavy right leg. I'll take that. The ammo. More ammo. That's good. Yeah, a lot. I've gotten a good amount of ammo. Don't think witches happened to you? There's a person in here. Can't tell if that's another player. No, that's it's an NPC.
Overseer's log, Morgantown.
Lots of ammo. Nice. And I'm overloaded again, aren't I?
Taking flight lessons.
By a pound. All right. Well, I'll drink a little purified water.
Those scorched things are everywhere. I kept quiet. They didn't see me. I managed to observe
Some more sugar bombs, and we'll talk.
Whatever this disease is, it's...
Well. Another visitor to the Responders' graveyard. You must
That would be probably
pretty
much
good
better
to
than the
have
one you
gotten
have on.
past all those
Yeah, I was going to
mutants
check on
out
that.
there. Come to pay your respects to the fallen?
A bench right in front of me. Thank you. Yeah, I'll try it on and deconstruct some stuff. Who are you?
Name's Dontrell. Dontrell Haynes.
Dontrell?
I got a brother around here.
Lens.
Somewhere.
Magnifying lens.
Or maybe somewhere else. All I know, he was one of these responders. Came to check on him. Was a few years too late, looks like. Now, I'm just marking time while the cancer eats me up from inside. In the end, none of us can escape our fate.
That's kind of...
We'll all be food for the worm.
Well, you know, it won't necessarily be food for the worms. We could always cremate your remains. That's why we have to make our lives count for something. And that is a follow from Genghis Khan 01. Well, Ken, you get my one and only spiel. Sit down for this. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very much for the follow. Thank you kindly. That's why we have to make our lives count for something.
That's just the kind of thing Marcus would say. Me, I just looked out for myself. Now I'm still alive, and he's long gone.
Yeah, and you get to enjoy getting eaten by the cancer. And he has subscribed.
He and other responders.
He follows, he
saved a lot of
subscribes.
folks, but they all died eventually. Now they're all dust and memory.
Thank you.
Even those will fade in
And
time.
welcome.
Anyway, guess you've listened to me ramble on long enough by now. What can this old man do for you?
Intelligence, if you're on borrowed time, seems only reasonable you give me your supplies. Well, I'm not smart enough to try and screw him out of his stuff. I'm deeply sorry, both for you and your brother. Anything I can do?
Well, that's right kind of you to ask. Can't remember the last time I met someone with good manners.
Well,
Kindness
everyone
like
in here
that
is dead,
deserves a reward.
so...
This is supposed to help with radiation. Won't do me much good now. So here, you take it.
Right away. This place is dangerous. Why do you stay here?
Well, I don't figure it matters much how dangerous this place is. If one of those mutants don't get me, cancer will. But I guess what keeps me here is just knowing this is where my brother died. Call me a superstitious old fool, but I don't want my spirit to have to walk too far to find his.
What do you know about this area?
I know it's a ruined wasteland, filled with 100 things that want to eat you. It's better this way. Less noise, less fuss, just echoes. In time, nature takes it all back. One day, nobody will know there was ever a city here. In the short term, well, you got the train station with the robot who can sell you supplies. And south of that, the train yard might be good for salvage. And of course, Morgantown's just across the river. Probably lots of useful stuff over there.
If you can survive.
If you can survive.
Thanks for your time.
Time's all I got left. But I don't mind sharing it. You be safe out there.
I'll try. Quest completed. Final departure. Ooh, I'll take that. The elevator, I mean. Employees only? I don't think so. You're not the boss of me in any way, form, or fashion. Iguana bits, trying to cut down. Cigarette carton. Oh, I'll take 10 caps. Ain't too proud to steal. Alright, we had armor, didn't we? Aristocrat's heavy leather right leg. Grants up to plus 20 energy resistance and damage resistance the higher your caps. Currency. Currently, less than 1. There's another player here. Here's the power armor chassis. So I did pick that up and it did stay, even though I just stepped in it briefly.
It's peaceful here. Quiet, too. I like that. Before the war, the world was just too loud.
Coffee pot, beer bottle. You think he's got it covered? He looks like he's got it pretty well covered. Oh, I actually didn't want to make anything. I wanted to just scrap. New stuff. Burnt book. Cop cap. Duct tape. A couple of fuses. A gold pocket watch. Just got to find a fusion core. Oh, okay. Well, that shouldn't be any problem at all, right? T scraps it all. Yeah, but I want to make sure that there wasn't something I didn't want. So, for instance, that would get the power chassis, and I don't want them to get that. Silver fork. Turpentine. Vodka bottle. Rest of that stuff kind of might be useful.
Can't say I would have guessed some ruined old airport in West Virginia would be my final resting place. But here I am.
Apparently, he does enjoy kind of talking to himself, you know? This is the plane that crashed in and is sparking eternally. Has it got a reverse gear? Can I fly it out of here? Only scraps junk, it won't scrap weapons or armor. Gotcha. Oh. Nice hat. Man, that guy is the only person who's been using that restroom for years. I don't even want to think about it. Hold on. Pardon me, that was a sneeze. I managed to avoid having to make you all listen to my sneeze. Oh, you have not. You are not. You are not to date anywhere near being too helpful. I cannot at all emphasize how much you're not being too helpful. You're just being helpful. There are a whole lot of people who always talk about, streamers who always talk about no backseating. You're not backseating, you're side seating and helping. So if you were to go too far, I would say something. So you need not worry about that. And yeah, I suppose it could be, someone could be too helpful, too insistent, but I haven't had a problem with it yet, and you're certainly not that. Pardon the yawn. Old man yawning. Spin, 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 spin. Also should have picked up a small backpack plan in that box. After you learn it, it'll give you an extra carry weight for free. That will obviously be welcome. That's the claim the workshop you said was the PvP. We don't want that. I heard something. You think it's practically necessary to buy the sub for this game? Z, I haven't. I mean, if you want to try it, now's a good time because I think they're giving away a few-day free trial of the sub. So you can decide for yourself if you own it or want to install it. Have to craft the backbench at a workbench, right? I activated. It's a few days of Fallout First, which is the sub equivalent. So I can't really answer that because I just just turned it on like an hour ago. That's a bad thing. That's a scorched. That's a scav.
Oh,
like me, really.
I'm all out of water.
Hi. Hi there. Hi.
Damn, no caps. Looks like there's almost $200 in here, though. I guess it'll make good kindling. It's just about time to eat.
Did mention the train yard as a place where I might find some scrap. For what it's worth, you've played the game 2,000 hours. Never got Fallout First. Well, I think that's a pretty good answer there, Z. He's got 2K hours in it without purchasing the sub. A metal right arm. There's another one wandering around somewhere. I can hear him. And another. Loose screws. Well, I've been told that I have a few screws loose, so... And I'm overweight again. Hey, Lens, what do you do when you're overweight? Well, I go to food and drink, and I drink a little water. And maybe eat some sugar bombs. You know, just the regular stuff anyone else would do. Drink some purified water. Eat some sugar bombs. I heard some... Whoop. That looks... Whoop. Scorched. You guys want to play? Got to come in single file. For weight, watch out for missiles and mini nukes. I divested myself of all of those. I put them in my stash. Oops. Ow. I am on PC. Which is why I've been complaining for days about the UI. The rest of the game I have no issues with. The UI on PC, when it's so clearly made for a controller, to the point I would recommend anyone who is planning on playing on PC, if they've got a controller, they might, and they're competent with the controller. I'm not. They should probably try to use the controller. Let's go ahead and use a full stim pack. Okay, we can do some scrapping right now. Don't have issue other than the tab and escape keys pretty used interchangeably for some weird reason. Yeah, for me the biggest one, the one that's a cardinal sin that you don't do in a UI. If you're using the controller, it makes sense that you can use the left thumb for moving like at a top level menu, and then use the right thumb for moving up and down the sub menus. That makes sense. On the PC, you've got your hand on the WASD and your other hand on the mouse. And to do those same functions, you have to take both hands off and move them to the Z and C keys and the arrow keys. Making a player take their hands off is like a cardinal sin you do not do in UI design. You just don't do that. And so that's why I've been vociferous in my complaints about the UI. However, if you are adept with a controller and you have the controller on your PC, I expect that problem would maybe not go away entirely, but would be largely taken care of. I mean, I used to be good with the console, but that was in the Sega Genesis days. So that was back in the middle of the 17th century, for those of you who are not familiar with it. Mainly for guests that prefer to use it. Yeah, Altered Beast on that was so great. I was never a fan of that. I mean, I played a bunch. I still have a storage container filled with my Genesis games. I never played much of any of the Nintendo Find Responders supply caches. Of the Nintendo games, but a boatload of various and sundry other consoles. I had a Neo Geo. Still have it. It's sitting over there. Jaguar. The Turbo Graphics 16. A couple of Lynxes. Find responder caches. Well, I cleaned out all the mobs. I thought all the mobs out of here, but evidently not all of them. So there are responder caches in here then somewhere? Am I in the circular area? I am. I thought I'd gotten them all. I thought wrong. A connoisseur? Maybe. Obsessed? Probably. Yeah, there aren't many people that are going to remember too many of those systems. Jaguar, the TurboGrafx, and the Neo Geo. Well, the Neo Geo was basically an actual arcade system. Up and away. Online game Duke Nukem 3D. Oh, yeah. Oh, I played Duke Nukem to completion. Probably more than once. Carter and Blackwell, traitors. If you or I sat in a room and recorded a robbery, then refused to give information regarding the culprits, we'd be in jail. But Quinn Carter, despite interviewing a man guilty of a far grander crime, walks free, support justice, and refused to buy any copies of the Charleston Herald until Quinn Carter is charged with conspiracy to commit treason, or until he reveals the location of the traitor Sam Blackwell and all of his fellow Free State secessionists. Good evening, Nod Knox. Hope your weekend is off to a successful start. A chessboard. Tempting. Now, chess is a game I actually used to play a lot, too. When I was young, and the world was young. Now, I have been a game fanatic of all kinds since I was a kid. Started when my brother got a board game called Africa Corps from Avalon Hill. And I got a board game called Luftwaffe from Avalon Hill. I asked for it for Christmas, I think. I was probably 9 or 10. Not dead, so you'd say that's a start. It's the alternative would be a worse start. I'm going to go out on a limb and say. Now, having gotten Tesla science. What is plasma, anyway? That's a question I have all the time. What is plasma? Am I still in the right area? No, I don't want that area. I must have finished off. I must have gotten all of the cache stuff from here then. But that one we don't want because that's like a PvP thing, and we don't like the PvP thing. So we want to be heading in that direction. And then let's see. Where my life started to go so terribly, terribly wrong, as is true for so many young men, was an issue of Playboy. Now, my father would occasionally pick up a Playboy, and as most straight young men, I might read the articles very, very closely. In the back, there was a little, on both sides of a page, there was a little box that would have some sort of nifty things for single men. You know, stuff like combination cigar trimmer and moil equipment for circumcising. That kind of thing. And they had a thing talking about a place in England that made miniature figures that you could fight out little battles with. And they even had a line of figures based on the Lord of the Rings. Ding! Lord of the Rings? I was a kid. I just finished reading Lord of the Rings for, I don't know, the 10th, 12th, 15th time. So I sent away for their catalog. The company's minifigs, by the way, they still exist, I think. There's definitely pictures of the miniatures I then ordered from the Lord of the Rings line. They also mentioned that in their catalog, they had a mention of a game called Chainmail, a set of rules for miniature battles, including fantasy battles. And so I ordered that. In the back of the Chainmail set of rules, which was a little thing like that, was a list of their other products, included something called Dungeons and Dragons. So we went to a game store, dropped $10 on the original Dungeons and Dragons, first edition, second printing. And that would have been in 75, I think. And that was it. From then on, man. When I got my first, non-summer job, working in a game store, of course, I spent the money I saved up in about 1980, 79 or 80, I think. I bought a computer to play games on. I bought an Apple II Plus with the express reason to play computer games on. And now here I am, 40 and more years on, and I'm still playing computer games.
This area, they'll all want to be setting up places like Foundation.
How are we doing on weight? We have an extra pound we can carry. By the way, 165 pounds. That's a lot of weight. That's a rad stag. Doom, doom, doom. Okay, we're headed about the sort of direction I want to be going. So that was my entire gaming history in a 4 or 5 minute nutshell. It was $1,048 or $49 when I bought my Apple II Plus. Yeah. They're bad gaming machines generally, although they're better now. The M class of CPUs actually gives them some advantages. And they have brought out a porting infrastructure, so that can improve. It was, I think $1,048 is what I paid, and that did not include the floppy drive. I had to save up an additional couple of months to buy the floppy drive. So until I got the floppy drive, I was using a tape drive, a regular cassette tape. What is this thing? It's Arctos Pharma. Pharma. So about those games that are not this one. What happened this time? One fell down a well. Whoops! What the? get a Mac 2009 Mac Pro 12 core, put a 7800 XT in there. Well, something's moving around. It's another pharma bot. Evidently the bots don't want me messing around. I've received 100 messages today with Restream chat. The modern Mac CPUs are extraordinarily good and ridiculously energy efficient. In fact, Microsoft is kind of trying to copy them right now. Oh, lots of bots. Too many bots. Time to run away. And what was that about falling down a well? I missed that. Yes. Len's way ahead of you on that one. Len's running. Let me scroll back. Buddy selling 10 megabyte hard drives for the 2C, 2E. Maybe. That sounds more like those might have been for the Lisa, the Macintosh Lisa. About those games that are not this one. What happened this time? One fell down a well. Don't get the reference. But then it's probably based on something I said that my short-term memory no longer functions. Was that another? No. Okay. What is that? That. I have no idea what that is. Oh, about Torchlight. Ah. So. Their announcement said it was starting on April 19th at 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. When I got off stream last night, it had already started because while it was 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, it was the 19th in Europe. So they used a date and a time about 8 or 12 hours apart. So I played it last night, and I was playing it earlier today. I don't think it would be particularly good streaming material. I was going to stream it. Oh, am I thirsty? Apparently I'm thirsty. I was going to stream it because it was the start of the new season, but that was the primary reason, was it was the start of the new season. So Gunslinger? You mean for this game? I went with the VAT Specialist. And let's see. How about some mac and cheese? And a little bit more purified water. Golly mine. I haven't been over there yet. Let's go that way. There's the lighthouse. I can identify a lighthouse. I'm so proud. I'm betting I probably would rather not plummet. I don't know that for sure, but I'm gonna take a gamble that I'd rather not plummet. Well, I heard something. I have discovered the golly mine now. Gosh and golly. to get myself in a imperfect place. Whoop. Out. Hey, come on, it says 165 out of 165. That's not overloaded. That's just loaded. I'm not sure that came out exactly the way I wanted it to. I didn't want to actually craft, I wanted to salvage. Once again, I've got my weight problem under control. More scorched. And again, overweight. We will drop those. Couple of scorched. I guess they're just sitting out here in the woods getting baked. I could use some donuts. I mean, it's not a crispy... Oh, more scorched. Now you're just pissing me off, friend.
Hurts us.
Spoiler, not actually a friend. No ice in the cooler. What kind of donut store is this? No freaking ice. Oh, hi! A stealth boy. I only know about Stealth Boys from watching Josh Strife Hayes playing Fallout 2 on stream. A vicious wolf. It's the Wayward. I haven't been back to the Wayward for a while. Pardon me. Hey, Duchess, how you doing?
Holly and Saul are two tough cookies, which is why I'm so damn worried.
They'll be fine. They'll be fine. Probably. Maybe. Yeah, I wouldn't count on it. Mort!
Hello. This is Headmaster Moore. Is that any better? Look, I think I'm getting there. Thanks again for listening to those tapes.
Well...
Now, what'd you want?
You know... Don't have anything in the
Some
moment.
other
Just
time then.
Just wanted to say hi, Mort. See how you're doing. You know, I'm a friendly sort. Pardon the yawn. I'm not actually level 1 though. Where it says level 1. I'm level 24. That's way higher. It's almost 23 higher. Medical supplies, ammo. How much are we talking? I'm assuming that's per bullet. Nothing in the donations box. Back to the Overseer's camp here. Pardon me. Do I have anything I can make? Cook-wise? Cooking? No food I can make. Blackberry juice, mut fruit juice. Well, I guess I'll make the blackberry juice and the mut fruit juice, so at least they won't spoil. Yeah, I know. I'm overloaded, I know. So I'll head back to my camp. We'll make the thing that I can make for temporarily that will allow me to, that will hold stuff weight free, but I can only deposit for as long as I have first, which will only be for a couple of days. There's my home sweet home, sort of, ish. So this is the ammo storage box. And that's the scrap box. And I definitely want the scrap box. And that's automatically added to the blueprint. Nice. Oh, I didn't want to actually move it. There we go. Okay. Useful. Thank you for the pointer on that one. I think I'm going to call it here for the evening. It seems to be a convenient place for me to do so. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. As always, I am very appreciative. Thank you for the follow, the subs, gifted subs, an excess of kindness. Thank you very much. I should be back here tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, and very early morning in Asia and Australia, for more of this here game, more Fallout 76, and probably playing that at least through Tuesday. Like I said, Tuesday is an alpha. I'm not sure if I can stream that or not. If I can, I'll stream that. Thursday is the game I was supposed to be playing yesterday that got pushed off for a week. And that is Age of Water. But I think that's it. So, back again tomorrow. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great rest of your Friday night, and I require you to have a great weekend. Okay? I'll expect reports and scheduling on first thing Monday morning. I'm back tomorrow. Have a great night tonight. Take care, and ciao for now. Good night, guys.